Have you ever wondered how the exhilarating sport of water surfing began? It's a tale that takes us back in time, anchored in the rich tapestry of Polynesian culture. In this ancient society, surfing was more than just a sport, it was a way of life, a form of communion with the divine. Picture this. The Polynesians, guided by the rhythm of ocean swells, would ride the waves as an act of reverence, a dialogue with their gods. Each wave conquered was a prayer answered, each ride a testament to their courage and skill. This reverence for the ocean was deeply ingrained in their society. It was a part of their rituals, their celebrations, and even their daily chores. Surfing was not just a pastime, it was a fundamental part of their existence. It was a bridge between the terrestrial and the celestial, a language spoken by humans and understood by the gods. Now let's talk about the surfboards. The earliest surfboards were objects of high status, crafted with an artisan's touch and a priest's blessing. Made from solid wood, these boards were as diverse as the trees they came from. Each board was unique, reflecting the individuality of its rider and the tree it was carved from. The making of a surfboard was a ceremonial event, a sacred ritual that brought the community together. Surfing, as we understand it today, is a high-octane sport with adrenaline-pumping action. But in its origins it was a spiritual journey, a dance with the waves, a testament to human resilience and the power of nature. The birth of surfing was not marked by the invention of a sport, but by the evolution of a culture that saw the sea not as a barrier, but as a playground. A culture that worshipped the waves and rode them with a reverence that continues to resonate in the hearts of surfers today. And so, surfing was born, a sport deeply rooted in culture and tradition starting from the pristine beaches of Polynesia. But how did surfing evolve from a cultural tradition in Polynesia to a globally recognized sport? As one might imagine, the journey of surfing across the globe was as thrilling as riding a wave itself. And it all began with the Polynesians, who brought the art of surfing to the Hawaiian Islands. The Hawaiians adopted this tradition with open arms, and over time, they developed their own unique style of surfing. In Hawaii, surfing was seen as a sacred activity, an intimate connection between humans and the mighty ocean. This deep respect for the ocean and the art of riding waves was embodied by Duke Kahanamoku, fondly known as the Big Kahuna. Known not just for his prowess on the waves, Duke was also a 5-time Olympic medalist in swimming. His charisma and talent on the surfboard introduced the sport to a wider audience. Around the same time, another pioneer was making waves in California. George Freeth, dubbed the father of modern surfing, was a lifeguard who used his surfboard for rescue operations. Freeth's innovative use of the surfboard caught the attention of the public, and soon, surfing started gaining popularity along the Californian coast. The early surfboards used by the likes of Duke and Freeth were heavy, wooden contraptions, challenging to maneuver but sturdy on the waves. However, as surfing caught on, people began to experiment with the design of the boards. In the mid-20th century, surfboards underwent a significant transformation. They evolved from heavy wooden boards to lighter, more maneuverable boards made of foam and fiberglass. This transition opened up new possibilities for surfers, allowing them to perform tricks and maneuvers that were previously unthinkable. So, from the Polynesian Islands to the beaches of Hawaii and California, surfing has ridden the wave of evolution. Each era brought with it new advancements and innovations, shaping the sport into what it is today. The seeds planted by these early pioneers led to the blossoming of surfing as we know it today. So, what does modern surfing look like, and how does it differ from its ancient roots? Well, let's dive in. While the essence of surfing remains unchanged, the technology and tools used have undergone a major transformation. The wooden boards of yore have been replaced by lighter and more maneuverable fiberglass and foam boards. These modern boards allow surfers to execute intricate maneuvers and tricks, adding a new layer of excitement to the sport. But the evolution of surfing doesn't stop at the equipment. The sport itself has taken a professional turn. Once a pastime of kings and commoners alike, surfing has blossomed into a competitive sport with a global audience. The World Surf League, the premier professional surfing competition, draws participants from around the globe and showcases the world's best talent. And it's not just the World Surf League making waves. Surfing has gained so much traction that it's been included in the world's most prestigious athletic event, the Olympic Games. Surfing's Olympic debut at the Tokyo Summer Games in 2021 marked a significant milestone in the sport's history, further solidifying its position on the global stage. But what's behind this surge in popularity? Perhaps it's the thrill of riding a wave, the connection to nature, or the sheer adrenaline rush. Or maybe it's the culture and community that come with it. A connection to a global tribe of wave riders. Regardless of the reason, the appeal of surfing is undeniable, and its growth shows no signs of slowing down. From its humble beginnings to its modern incarnation, surfing has evolved while maintaining its core essence. It's a testament to the timeless allure of this sport, which continues to captivate audiences and participants alike. Modern surfing, while vastly different from its origins, still holds the same allure, the thrill of riding a wave. Where is surfing headed next? What does the future hold for this thrilling sport? Let's dive in. As we ride the wave into the future, we're seeing some exciting trends emerging. Big wave surfing, for instance, is gaining momentum. This adrenaline-charged version of the sport pushes the boundaries of what's possible, with surfers taking on monstrous waves that can reach up to 80 feet. It's a test of courage, strength, and sheer determination that's attracting a whole new breed of daring surfers. Meanwhile, on the technological front, artificial wave technology is making waves, pun intended. This innovation allows for the creation of perfect, custom-designed waves in controlled environments. It's opening up new possibilities, making surfing accessible to people who live miles away from the coast, and offering a consistent training ground for professionals. But it's not all about thrilling stunts and groundbreaking tech. The surfing industry is also catching the wave of environmental sustainability. From eco-friendly surfboards and wetsuits to initiatives aimed at protecting our oceans, the surfing community is increasingly aware of its responsibility towards the environment. This shift towards sustainability is not just a trend, it's a necessity, ensuring that future generations can continue to enjoy the sport we love. And speaking of the future, let's talk about the professional side of surfing. With its inclusion in the Olympics, surfing is gaining recognition as a competitive sport. The potential for growth is immense. We can expect to see more investment, more events, and more opportunities for aspiring professional surfers. At the heart of all these changes, however, remains the pure, unadulterated joy of riding a wave. Whether it's on an 80-foot monster wave, in an artificial wave pool, or on a sustainable surfboard, that feeling of being in harmony with the ocean, of being propelled forward by a force of nature, is what surfing is all about. As we look to the future, one thing is clear. Surfing will continue to evolve, but the sheer joy of riding a wave will remain constant. We've journeyed through the captivating history of surfing, but what are the key takeaways? Let's bring it all back to the beginning, where the tides of surfing history first started to roll in Polynesia. It was there, on those sun-drenched islands, that the first surfers dared to ride the ocean's waves. This wasn't just a pastime, but a deeply ingrained part of their culture, a sacred ritual that was as much about spirituality as it was about the thrill of the ride. From these humble beginnings, surfing caught a wave that took it far beyond Polynesian shores. As explorers, traders, and adventurers discovered the islands, they also discovered the joy and exhilaration of surfing. The sport began to spread throughout the world, riding on the crest of the age of exploration. As it traveled, surfing evolved. The traditional wooden boards of Polynesia gave way to new designs and materials. Foam and fiberglass became the norm, and the boards became lighter, more maneuverable, and more tailored to the individual surfer. The art of riding the waves was transformed into a more accessible and thrilling sport, one that could be enjoyed by many, not just a select few. But surfing didn't just adapt to the times, it also shaped them. The sport has had a profound impact on popular culture, inspiring music, fashion, and a laid-back, freedom-loving lifestyle that continues to resonate to this day. And what about the future? Well, it's as unpredictable as the ocean itself. But one thing's for sure, with new technologies coming up like artificial waves and even more innovative board designs, the future of surfing looks bright. The sport that was born in the Pacific Islands centuries ago continues to evolve and adapt, catching the latest wave of innovation and riding it into uncharted waters. Surfing, a sport born from tradition and culture, continues to captivate and thrill. As we ride the wave into the future, we can only anticipate what exciting developments lie ahead. Please, if you enjoyed this journey, subscribe to our channel and keep riding the waves with us into the future of surfing.